introduction on the two videos. The first one will be basically in person instruction. Basically, the in person reading lesson strongly reflects several key INSTAX standards, particularly those related to creating an inclusive learning environment and engaging students in meaningful learning experiences. The teacher begins by reviewing classroom agreements, which aligns with Standard 3, learning environment, by establishing clear expectations for respectful communications and collaboration. This helps foster a positive classroom climate where students feel safe and supported. The lessons focus on identifying the main idea in a text supports Standard 1, learner development, and Standard 2, learning differences. As the teacher provides differentiated learning materials at various levels, allowing students to select books appropriate to their individual reading abilities. The use of both physical books and digital resources demonstrate Standards 8 instructional strategies, incorporating multiple modalities to meet diverse learning needs. Additionally, the teacher encourages students to use dictionaries and illustrations to support comprehension, promoting Standard 7, planning for instruction, by integrating strategies that scaffold understanding. The interactive discussion about the importance of the main idea encourages critical thinking and reflection, which aligns with Standard 4, content knowledge, and Standard 5, application of content. Okay, my suggestions for improving and developing community and classroom climate with this video. If I were the teacher, I would enhance the community of learners and positive climate by incorporating a more structured peer interaction and collaborative reflection. While the teacher mentions group work agreements and encourages collaboration, the video shows mostly individual or paired reading with limited visible peer discussion. To build a stronger community, here's what I would suggest that the teacher do. Implement small group discussions where students share their identified main ideas and support each other's understanding. This could foster peer learning and social interaction, which is especially important for students with IEPs who benefit from social modeling. Use more explicit social emotional learning moments such as brief check ins or sharing circles before and after reading to build trust, empathy among students. Incorporate positive reinforcement strategies tailored to individual needs, recognizing not only academic effort but also social behaviors such as listening and cooperation. Given my experience with students who have behavioral and learning disabilities, I would also ensure clear, consistent routines, visual supports for classroom agreements to help all students internalize expectations. To address chronic absenteeism, which I've experienced in my 3 years of teaching, I would consider creating a welcoming classroom culture where students feel connected and motivated to attend, possibly through personalized learning goals and recognizing attendance as part of participation. Okay, now my reflection on the online training lesson video. This online math lesson effectively demonstrates several INTAS standards relevant to visual instruction. The teacher actively engages students through interactive activities such as naming stars and using chat for responses, reflecting Standard 8 instructional strategies by using technology to promote active learning. The lesson's clear articulation of learning goals, for example, I quote, I can estimate the size of angles, I can measure an angle on using a protractor, aligns with Standard 7 planning for instruction, helping students understand the purpose and the lesson and self monitor their learning. The teacher's use of humor with math jokes and encouragement of polite communication supports Standard 3 learning environments, fostering a positive and respectful online classroom climate. The teacher also differentiates instruction by providing multiple ways to practice interactive protractor games, quizzes, and worksheets, which meet standards to learning differences. Moreover, the teacher's responsiveness to student questions and encouragement of peer compliments reflect standards 10, leadership and collaboration, promoting supportive learning community even in remote setting. Okay, I would suggest how to improve developing community and classroom climate. If I were teaching this online class, I would focus on deepening student connection and engagement, which can be challenging in a virtual environment, especially for students with IEPs and or behavioral challenges. To improve the community and climate, I would incorporate more structured breakout room activities or paired work to allow students to collaborate and discuss concepts in smaller groups, helping build peer relationships. Using consistent routines and visual schedules shared on screen to support students who may struggle with attention or organizing in online settings. I would also increase the opportunities for students to share their thinking verbally or through video to enhance social presence and engagement. Given my limited experience with online only instruction, I would seek to integrate paraeducator support virtually, perhaps through co hosting or breakout room facilitation, to provide additional scaffolding for students with special needs. I would also address potential absenteeism by creating brief personalized check ins to connect with students individually and continue to foster interactive interactions by encouraging students to recognize each other's effort and kindness, as seen with compliments shared in the chat. Now, in regarding both videos show thoughtful instruction aligned with in-task standards, emphasizing clear expectations, differentiated learning, and student engagement. As a special education teacher working with diverse learners, I recognize the importance of community and positive climate in both in person and online settings. By intentionally building peer collaboration, social emotional supports, and consistent routines, I believe we can enhance the learning experiences and help all students thrive academically and socially.